Cheers. Well, yeah, as you are now aware, I'm the best man. My name's Max, Ben's brother. Before I get into anything, I was handed a brown envelope this morning. This is nothing to do with my speech, I'm prepared for this. I don't know what's in it, so I'm just going to pass it to Ben to open.
Can I veto this?
I don't know. I have no part in this. So.
I recognise the handwriting well, and this is from my grandpa, so... It's going to be golden.
It's going to be good.
Ah, yes, I remember this photo. That would be me naked as a very small child. For those of you who would like to see this, can't. It'll be available for general viewing outside. And there's one more surprise in there. Oh, brilliant! Max is naked as well. That's great. Thank you, pal.
Show them about.
You never walk.
Pass them round.
Too poor to wear.
After Max has embarrassed me, I'll embarrass myself further by passing him round. So they're all doing the rounds, I promise you.
Yeah, you'll have a look at those later. I didn't know you could put one naked in a minute.
I wish it right across that way. Thank you very much.
Now that's over. What I would like to say is that it's nice that Ben's asked me to be his best man. It's actually quite daunting as well. I think you can compare it to being asked to sleep with the Queen. It's a real honour, but you'd rather not do it. So, leading up to the speech, Ben did say a few words to me. He said, "Look, mate, keep it under 3 minutes, right? Bit emotional, and make sure you get laughed at." That's kind of how he is in the bedroom. But in all seriousness, I would like to say that Kirstie, you did an absolutely beautiful today, and it's been a great day. The weather's held out, everything's been perfect, and you look radiant, you look really nice. Also, at the same time, I'd like to say the bridesmaids, amazing job, did really well. You all look really great, and you managed to dodge the rain, which was quite good. I'd also like to thank both sets of parents, of Ben's and of Kirstie's, which of course we wouldn't be here today without them. And also a quick thanks to the ushers. Nice to see you actually made it, you scrubbed up, you know, it was a good effort. What I will do is I'll carry on. Most of you probably won't know, you'll probably know Ben's personality, but the side of him you probably won't know is that he's actually highly organised and he's got a very obsessive approach to this wedding. And he was closely involved in everything to do with the big day. And his need for like military efficiency sort of spilled over into my side of the duties, which were the stag do. Now, my request that we should go to Vegas didn't go down too well. And what he actually did is took over and did all his own arranging. He also made it very clear to me which stories I was and was not allowed to tell you today, which luckily for you lot has cut the speech down by about 2 hours. So I did think, Ben, seeing as you were so military in all your planning and everything else, if you have actually written an alternative speech, now's the time. No? No? Okay. Right, now, on the 5th of September 1983, my little brother Ben was born, and from that day I've felt lucky that he's been in my life. As you watch your brother's achievements through the early years, there are moments you become very proud. The moment when he learned to share his toys with me, his first day at the same school together, or the first time that he stuck up for me in a fight. These moments are the foundations of brotherly love. Even when he became better at certain sports than you, or had more friends than you, or even when your brother beat you to having that first kiss with a girl, you're still very proud of him. And then life moves on a little bit, and you see your brother become a man. You see that he has a great job, and you see he earns lots of money. You see that he meets a beautiful girl, and you see that they move in together, and they're blissfully happy. And also, with age, you see your brother acquire a certain amount of wisdom and quick wit. And I've got to say, Ben, today, here, I'm surprised you're not more jealous of me.
Yeah.
As I'm here, I suppose I better tell you a few stories about the groom. Growing up, you could say that Ben was not a normal child. Yeah, he certainly wasn't. I think he was the type of brother that didn't like to lose at anything. In fact, I can remember having a water fight with him one summer when we were playing outside with our super soakers. His ran out of water, so he decided to beat me over the head with his. I had 12 stitches in my head, so that was lovely, thanks Ben. But it was shortly after that that the real strangeness with my brother began to first sort of surface. Now, I think it was around his 12th birthday, and he was asked what would he like for his birthday. Like, most normal children would probably say, oh, no, some computer games, possibly a bike. Not my brother, no. He asked for, and was given, an 8x6 wooden shed. Now, I have to admit, this really did puzzle me. I mean, for what possible reason would little Ben want a wooden shed? Well, it was about to become clear as what he began to do was collect all the sticks from our garden and sharpen the ends of them and put them in the shed. He also started dressing head to toe in black, and he would always be pestering our dad to buy him paintball guns. So, pretty soon, little Ben had built up an arsenal that any trained assassin would be proud of. But there was one thing missing in Ben's arsenal. It took a lot of pestering, but finally he got his hands on his holy grail. His full setup of climbing equipment. Now, I have to say for me, this is when it got out of hand. Ben became a very good climber. He could abseil forwards, backwards, upside down. He had no fear of heights. And it just, unfortunately for me, one day he decided to put these skills into effect. Now, if you would picture the scene, it's a sunny, you know what's going on. It's a sunny Wednesday afternoon. I've just returned from school and I walk in, sit on the sofa in my usual place, sit down, turn on the TV to watch my favourite cartoons. Quick as a flash, the loft hatch opens and down drops a mysterious black figure. It stops a foot off the ground, attached to the rope. Now, before I had time to think, this mysterious black figure had whipped over a machine gun with his arm and unloaded a paintball round into my crotch. Now, I can't tell you about the pain I went through that day. What I can tell you is, fortunately, it's all in working order. It was painful. Now, luckily enough, Ben's obsessions with weapons gradually died out over the years, and he moved on to other things. He studied hard at school and he studied hard at college and somehow got a place at university. It was the University of Leicester, as you said, where you and Kirstie first met. Now, Ben informed me that he'd secured a place at the university, and being the lovely older brother that I am, I offered to take him up there and all his possessions and set him up in his new room. So we arrived at the halls, unpacked the car and set up his room. It was at this point normally I would have left him, just up to his own devices. It was his first day at uni. But being the caring older brother I am, I decided to walk into the Union Bar and buy him his first beer. Now, we arrived at the bar and it was full of all the new arrivals from around the UK. And Ben and I soon made light work of their 50p a pint opening offer.
Made short work.
Now, after consuming enough beer to knock out a rhinoceros, Ben decided that he'd seen a group of girls and that he was going to go and talk to them. And after talking to the girls, he discovered there was a big house located on the outskirts of the campus that they all lived in. And towards the end of the night, there was a party back there, and Ben and a few friends was invited. Now, it was here where Ben uttered his first words to Kirstie. Now, I can tell you, in true Ben style, that "can I have your roommate's number?" didn't go down too well. But after this initial hiccup, they got on well and they were together throughout university. That leads on to my next story of Ben's stupidity, which occurred when Ben and Kirstie started living together. Now, everything was going really well. As I remember, you just booked your first holiday together. I'm very excited about it. Now, Ben, quite rightly, was in high holiday spirits and decided he'd go out for a few beers with some of the lads in the town, didn't you? I seem to think. So after hitting bars about 4 or 5 in the morning, a drunken wager arose between Ben and one of his friends. It was him who will remain nameless for these purposes. The bet was basically that Ben could climb the tallest tree that the other person could see. Which was the problem. Ben was an adept climber. He confidently scampered up to the top of the tree. Now, unfortunately, on the way down, as he consumed quite a lot of air, he kind of lost his perception of distance, so he got out of the tree halfway. Needless to say, the holiday was cancelled, and I think your relationship nearly was as well. Your little stay had resulted in, 4 weeks in hospital, steel pins in your leg, and a very angry Kirstie. Somehow, Ben managed to pull this back, and he's also managed throughout his life to convince people that he's actually fairly responsible. He's held down some decent jobs, in fact. I think I was talking to some of the lads he worked with the other day, and they were telling me that his nickname at work is God. Struck me as a little odd, because I know Ben quite well and his attitude towards work, but after speaking to some of the chaps at his work, they actually informed me why they call him God. And they said, well, we never see him, he makes his own rules, and if he does any work, it's a miracle. You know that's fairly true. Now, there are many, many more stories of my little brother's antics, but unfortunately, he has banned me from telling them today. But that said, anyone that would like to hear the X-rated versions, buy me a whiskey in the bar. So we are approaching the end of my speech, luckily for you lot. But there are 2 little secrets for a happy marriage that I feel I should offer to you, Ben, first, and a little piece of advice for you, Kirstie. The ones for you, Ben. Number 1, whenever you're wrong, admit it. Whenever you're right, shut up. And Kirstie, someone once told me that husbands are like carpets. If you put them down right at the start, you can walk over them for years. So I think I better round it up now, and I would like to say it has been an absolute honour today. Nearly cried once or twice, but I held it back. But no, it's been absolutely beautiful. I'm sure you guys will be really happy together for the rest of your lives. So I'd just like to, if you'll all be upstanding, raise a little toast to my little brother and his beautiful wife, Mr. and Mrs. Beasley.